Hi, I'm Tash and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's flow focuses on people who spend a lot of their time sitting at desks or standing. So you're going to need a mat and something like 2 books or 2 cushions to help us to reach the ground later. We'll be focusing on some twisting and some shoulder action. So let's get started. We're going to start in a seated position. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit on your knees. And let's take a big breath in through the nose and a big breath out. Take a moment to close your eyes. See if you can relax the muscles of your face and your shoulders. Notice already your breathing. See if you can allow the breath to come to an even inhale and exhale pattern. You may like to count for 3 or 4 on your inhale, and then 3 or 4 on your exhale. Taking a few more breaths like this, evening out both inhales and exhales. Great job. And then opening your eyes gently, let's take a breath in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, bring your left hand to your right knee, twisting. Inhaling, reach back up. Exhaling, come to the other side. Let your neck look wherever feels comfortable. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, twist. Inhaling. And exhaling, one more time each side. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, find that spinal twist. Inhaling, grow tall. Exhaling, last time. Inhaling, come back to center, bring the palms together. Exhaling, let the head relax down. Look towards the ground, hands to the heart center. Take a deep breath into the back of the body. Breathe out through the mouth. Great job. Let's come onto our hands and our knees. Tuck all 10 of your toes behind you. And then begin to move in any way that feels good. So backwards, forwards, rolling through the spine. Wild cat-cow. Let the shoulders and the neck be part of this movement too. Great job. Gently coming back to neutral. Take a breath in, lift the knees off the ground and slowly rise up to downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent, let the head, neck and jaw go. Press evenly through the hands and lift your hips towards the sky. Shake out the head and neck if that feels good. Take a few breaths here, even inhales and even exhales. Great job. Let's bend the knees and look forwards and take some baby steps towards the front of the mat. Take a breath in, hands to shins or fingertips on the ground. Take a breath out, bend your knees so you can bring the hands to the ground. Take a breath in, again lift through the heart space. As you breathe out, fingertips to the ground, step the right foot back. As you breathe in, right hand grounded, reach the left arm up, twist. You can look to the floor or to that hand. Take a moment here to find the shoulders reaching away from the ears. Take a breath out, bring the left hand back down, tuck your toes, step back into plank pose, hips reaching towards the floor, heels reaching away from the head. Take a deep breath in here. As you breathe out, bring the knees to the floor, bend your elbows and come all the way to the earth. TP your hands onto the fingertips outside of your mat. Take a breath in, reach up through the head, shoulders away from the ears. As you breathe out, bring your right shoulder towards the mat and twist. Inhale to come back to center. And exhale to come to the other side. Good. One more time each side. Inhaling, press the toes into the floor. Exhaling, right shoulder. Inhaling, come forwards. And exhaling, come down. Take a breath in. See if you can lift your fingertips off of the ground. As you exhale, hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Lift up through the knees to downward facing dog. Take one breath here. Then bending your knees to look forward. Take a big step or some baby steps. Inhaling, lift through the heart space. Exhaling, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhaling, lift through the heart. Exhaling, step the left foot back. Left knee to the ground. Left hand stays grounded as you reach the right arm up to the sky. Find that twist. Energy in your fingertips as you breathe. Staying grounded with the breath and the body here. As you exhale, right hand comes down, tuck your toes, step back to plank pose. Good job. Take a breath in here. Option to release the knees to the ground or see if you can keep the legs straight as you come all the way to the earth. Again, TP your hands onto the fingertips outside the mat. Take a breath in, press through the fingers, lift up. As you breathe out, drape your body back over the ground. Inhaling again, lift the chest. Exhaling, come back down one more time. Inhaling, gently lift up. Exhaling, find the earth. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes, engage the legs. And then push up through your knees into downward facing dog. Shake the head, neck and jaw. Press evenly through the hands here. Grounding through the feet and the fingertips. One more breath. Take a breath in, lift your right foot off of the ground, kick out through the heel, and then take some circles into your ankle. Notice what's happened in your hands and your shoulders and see if you can keep them stable. Really good. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, step that right foot forwards between the hands. Take an inhalation to rise slowly up into a high lunge. Bring your hands into your heart center. Slightly bend your back knee here to find a sinking motion in the tailbone. Check in with your feet. Front foot grounded into the earth. Breathing evenly, inhales and exhales. Great job. Let's take a breath in, step more weight into your front foot. Lift your left leg up. As you exhale, step back. Really good. Inhaling to lift up, come to standing. Keep that left leg lifted and cross it over your right. Bring your hands into your heart center. Option to stay here or to sink down into that standing foot. Keep flexing through the toes of the lifted leg. See if you can stay with your breath. Taking one more. Really good. Take an inhalation to rise back up to standing. As you breathe out, step back into a high lunge. Take a breath in to reach the arms up. And as you breathe out, bring the hands to outside of the front foot. Step back into your plank pose. And then lift your hips towards the sky into downward facing dog. Take one deep breath here. Same thing on the other side. Inhaling, lift through the left leg. Kick out through the heel and then take some circles into your ankle. Notice the fingers, the hands and the shoulders and see if you can keep them stable. As you exhale, let's step that left foot forwards. And then inhaling, slowly come up into a high lunge. This time elbows in line with the shoulders as you cactus your arms. Spread the fingers wide. Slight bend in that back knee here. Really nice. Let's take a breath in and step more weight into that front foot. And then breathe out and step back into your high lunge. Really good. Inhaling this time to come forwards and come to standing. External rotation of your right leg. And then sitting down, finding your balance here. You should feel this in your glutes and strong in that standing leg. It's okay if you wobble. Take one more breath. Really nice. Let's take an inhale to rise back up. As you exhale, step back into a high lunge. Take a breath in to reach the arms. As you breathe out, step back into plank pose. Take an inhalation to lift the hips high. Really nice. Breath out through the mouth, optional. Gently bend the knees to look forwards and step your feet to the front of the mat. Take a breath in here, lift through the heart space. As you breathe out, relax the head, neck and jaw. Inhaling again, lift through the heart. And as you exhale, step that right foot back a short distance. I'm going to grab a hold of my blocks, my bricks, or my cushions. Let's take an inhalation, come onto the fingertips with the support of our books or our cushions. And then as you exhale, bend that front knee as much as you need to come forwards. Inhaling again, lift through the chest. And exhaling, fold. Inhaling one more time. And exhaling, let the head, neck, jaw go. Come down as far as feels good for your body. One more breath here. Really nice. Breathing in to lift through the heart space. And then bending that front knee to step forwards back into your forward fold. Take an exhalation, release the head, neck and jaw. Take an inhale to sit the hips down, reach the arms up into chair pose. Engage through the core here, strong through the legs. And then exhale to fold. Inhaling, lift through the heart. And exhaling, step the left foot back. Grab a hold of your support and bring it on either side of your front foot. Let's take a breath in here, lift through the heart space, pull your right hip back, square the hips. As you exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Breath in reaches the spine. Breath out folds you forwards. One last time, breathing in and breathing out. Let's take a breath in to lift through the chest. And then as you exhale, step your feet towards the front of the mat. Heel toe your feet so they're wide, and then sit down into your squat pose. You may need a support underneath each of your heels here. Let the knees come out wide so that they are pointing the same direction as your second toe. Option to have the hands on the ground or hands in your heart center. And closing down the eyes here. 5 breaths. Breathing in for 4. Breathing out for 4. Evening out the inhales and exhales. Two more breaths. Really nice. Allow your hands to come down to the ground. Keep your right hand grounded and reach your left arm up to the sky. You can look up at that left hand, pressing down into the right to find a twist and opening into the side body. See if you can breathe into the rib cage here. Breathing out to bring that top hand down, and then breathing in to reach the right arm up. Only go as far as feels good in your body. Take a breath out and bring your hands back down, and then press through the hands. If you've supported underneath your heels, remove the support. Bring your feet back to hip distance apart and bend your knees a lot. Option here to grab a hold of each elbow as you come into a ragdoll. Imagine the weight of your head relaxing towards the earth. Take a breath out through the mouth. Gently release, take an inhale to look forwards, lift the heart. As you exhale, plant the palms, step back to downward facing dog. Next exhalation, bring your knees to the earth. Option to have them really quite wide, big toes touching for a wide-legged child's pose. Again, you can use a support underneath the head or the body here as you come and rest on the ground. See if you can relax the arms, the shoulders, the face. Every breath out lets you sink a bit deeper. Really nice. Gently pressing through the hands when you're ready. And then coming to sit down on the mat. And then let's take our hands underneath our knees here. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in to lift through the toes. Really nice. Option to stay here or to release your hands. And then an option again to stay here or to take an exhale, bring both hands to the left side, slightly move your knees to the right. Inhale to come back to center and exhale to come to the other side. See if you can initiate this movement from your core. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, last one. Inhaling, lift up. Exhaling, come back. Inhaling, see if you can reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, see if you can slowly lower yourself all the way to the ground. Moving as slow as you can. And then releasing. Great job. Let's bring our feet underneath our hips and take a moment to settle our shoulders on the floor. Gently begin to engage through the belly button. Press the lower back into the floor and find that your tailbone lifts off the ground. Gently release. Really subtle movement. Gently press the belly button down, press the spine into the floor, and then see if the tailbone will lift. Really nice. Release. One more time. Belly button engages. Press the low back into the ground, and then this time press into the feet and slowly begin to lift each vertebrae off of the mat. And come up as far as feels good for you, but keep the legs nice and engaged, squeezing an imaginary block between your thighs. For some of you, you may like to shuffle your shoulders underneath and clasp your hands, fingertips on the floor. Really nice. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Gently release and come down as slowly as you came up, feeling each vertebrae reconnect with the ground. And just staying where you are, noticing how it feels to have the spine connected back to the ground. We'll just do one more round of these and do what feels good for your body. So inhaling to engage the core, press the lower back into the floor. Gently feet press into the ground as you lift up each vertebrae. Option here to stay where you are, or to see if you can lift that left foot off of the ground and point the toes. Try and keep the pelvis in line. And then exhaling, gently come back down. Stabilize before inhaling right side, pointing the toes towards the sky. One more breath wherever you are. And then slowly coming down when you're ready, feeling each vertebrae meeting the earth. Really nice. Bring your arms out in a T, nice and wide, and gently let the knees sway from side to side. Releasing the lower back. When you are ready, gently bring knees into the chest. Option to give yourself a gentle squeeze. Thanking your body for everything it's done for you so far today. When you're ready, gently bringing your feet out wide, or you could have the knees knocked together for Shavasana. You may like to cover yourself with a blanket, use a pillow underneath your head. Make sure that you're really nice and comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in and a breath out through the mouth. Option to do that 2 more times. Let go of any control of the breath. Give your body permission to relax on the earth here. Feel the arches of the feet letting go. The tops of the knees relaxing. pelvis letting go and sinking down. Feel the armpits and the elbows gently releasing. And the palms of each hand heavy and still. Allow the tongue to relax gently away from the teeth. The cheeks to soften and the eyebrows to unknot. Let your mind rest on the swaying of the inhales and exhales. Give yourself time to rest here. Take your time to come round when you're ready. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.